Good morning everyone! Welcome back to Savage Off-Road. So today we're going to give you a quick tutorial video on the Tank 300 platform. So we're going to be installing the Savage RailPro Platform on this Tank 300, this sexy red Tank 300. So check it out, ready? How good is it? Now everyone's probably wondering, I got a sunroof, how am I going to do that? In 2 seconds you can pop the front rail out and have access to your sunroof. So it is removable. So how good is that? So you got one 5mm Allen key that you'll be removing to remove this crossbar here so it doesn't obstruct your sunroof. And then on the front of it, you've got Savage Off-Road logo, as well as a diffuser to help with wind noise, to keep your wind noise down. Because if you don't have one of these on your platform, you're completely screwed. Anyway, we'll show you how to fit this now on your Tank 300. So these are the factory rails on the car and we're gonna be mounting it to that. You can see we've already mounted these ones. So what we've used is, Matt's gonna quickly show us. So it's as easy as this. How hard is that? They go in and they rotate and then lock in. Easy as that. So that's all mounted up now and we'll do the next one. Bracket goes on, your nuts go on. Super easy job. Anyone can do this in the comfort of their home. Now, if you're after a platform that holds more weight and you want to put something like a rooftop tent on top of your Tank 300, we do have a fully integrated rooftop tent that molds to the roof that replaces the crossbars, and it's ultra slim. So you only add about 15mm to your overall height, okay? And we do have other options to replace the rails. The rails can be replaced, and then that will be the ultimate strength if you want to be able to put, say, awnings and more than just awnings, you know? Because this platform here is good for if you do just want to put a 270 awning on the side of your car and a couple of light things in your roof. No dramas at all for that. Maybe even a light bar on the front of it you could potentially do. If you wanted to not run the wind diffuser, you could run a light bar. And yeah, just do a little bit of, you know, touring with it. If you want something with ultimate strength, check out our Phantom range. The Phantom series we do for all of the tanks and GWMs and BYDs. Now the Phantom series will mount and replace these rails, all right? But if you don't want to do that and you want something easily, just remember, you can't put as much weight as you can on the Phantom series, all right? Or our premium platform. That's as easy as it is to mount that. So they're all done, as you can see. So now we're gonna grab the platform and we're gonna put it on. So just remember, don't do these up tight because we need to get the platform on. Once the platform's on, we'll be able to line these up with the bolt holes on the platform. So now we're mounting the platform to the rails and the brackets. So as you can see, we've already dropped one bolt in there. Now this is the other one, all right? So you're gonna put a spring washer at the top, flat washer, drop it in, okay, from the top, and then your flange nut goes in the bottom. So your nut looks like one of these, all right, and that grips into the metal on the bottom. So just drop it in, you keep them all loose. Once you've got your platform all lined up and you're in the right spot, then you can go around and tighten them all up. It's as easy as that. All right, guys, the customers added a ladder to their package as well, so now we're gonna get a ladder on as well. So to install the ladder, you're just gonna put the bracket on like this. You get little Phillips screws. You have to show me a drift first. Come on, do a 360. Oh my God, Indian loose. 4mm Allen key and do them up. We're gonna put the gold little slots that come with it in there, all right, like so. Little bolts, all right, put them in, and then we're gonna slide the ladder and bracket on and bolt it up. It includes these little black spaces. These go in to space it off the plastic, and they go after the bolt's already in the truck. You put these on, and that's ready to go. And then you can get your ladder bracket and your ladder and slide it in. I'm just gonna put the foam on here as well, protective foam, peel the backing off of the double-sided tape, and it just sticks down the bottom. That clear there goes on your film, on your protection of your paint, so it's like paint protection where the magnet sticks so it doesn't damage the paintwork, okay? So we put that on afterwards. So now we're applying the pinch weld. You start from here, and you go down all the way around to the other side of the ladder, okay? So you push your pinch weld on like this, okay? And that just finishes it off nicely. All right, the ladder's now ready to be put on the vehicle. We've bolted all them up. So because this was an afterthought, we're doing it after the platform's sort of half fitted. But we're just going to slide it on like this. Just like that. And then you get your ladder in line and then tighten them up. All right, we can drop this down. Beautiful. As you can see, the ladder's on. Now we're just going to position the clear film underneath before we tighten the ladder up, so let's do that. Yeah, so you just want to go to the top of the window and then all the way across. So as high as to the window you can. That's it. That looks pretty good. Beautiful. And that's it. Now the magnet will stick to that and not to directly to the paintwork, so it'll protect it. Okay, but it fits really well. Looks really good. We'll just move the platform over and get it secured. All right, so now the diffuser. So that's the front of the diffuser, yeah? They've got Phillips screws with little push pops. Now these are very, very tight, these plastic molded brackets. So we'll show you how to put it on. Super, super tight. So you got to push as hard as you can. And not easy, I'm telling you now. So that one's in. Now he'll put the, and then the screw goes into it afterwards. Like that, and just push it straight in, and that locks it in place with a Phillips. Now, if you're finding it really hard, you see this little bit here, there, you might need to get some heat onto it with a blow dryer or a heat gun, and just open it up a little bit with a pair of pliers or a flathead screwdriver or a chisel, whatever you got at home. All right, just a little tip if you are struggling with it. All right, I'll show you what I mean. I've just heated this up a little bit, and I'll just bend it. Now, do not snap these, whatever you do. Do not snap it, okay? That's why you add some heat and just hold it in position. That'll just open up the bracket just a little bit, just to give you enough room. All right, this is the one we just did. Yeah, easy that is. Boom, straight away, easy as. A little bit of manipulation. Before we've put the diffuser on, you can see we've put the foam pads, the thicker ones go on the outside and the thinner ones go on the inside. So there's two on the inside and then the two on the outside that are thicker. Now you're gonna get this and it's gonna go like that and lock in like that. How easy is that? All right, so that's gonna protect your paint when the diffuser sits against your paint. So that locks in. Then you've got your little channel nuts that we've already put in the channel, all right, that are included. See these little nuts behind here? So that nut goes underneath, and then you're gonna get your bolt, and you're just gonna put your bolt straight into the top of it. It's a T30. So you just gotta line it up. Easy as that. Okay guys, we've finished installing the platform. It's all tightened up, all secured. Now we're just gonna pull the front rail out. It's T30, super easy. One T30, undo that. That comes loose. Now I'll undo my side. You'll see, T30, undo that. All right, so once the bolt's loose, so then you just got to pull it out with a pair of pliers or your fingers, if you can get your fingers in there. Once that's out, you can pivot the rail to the side like so and just pull it straight out. And then he'll do that side, like that. Then you take the rail away and that's it. There is your sunroof, as easy as that. And then if you ever need it, because you're carrying long sheets or whatever you want, you can always put that rail back in nice and easily, okay? All right, so you can order that at savagetech.com.au. Peace out, have a good one.